I want to make a pact. Should I make one? Why or why not? Okay, I get this question too about pacts and pact making. Personally, on my path, I've not really felt the need to make any pacts. I work with specific demons, and my work with them is ongoing because I have specific goals. But then once I reach those goals, I change the goals because I want to attain the next set of goals. So to me, it's more of a process of working with them over time. I like this because I get to know them. They get to know me. I work with them. They guide me through things. I get help along the way, and I get little bonuses and little presents along the way too, especially when I really follow their guidance and am able to attain those goals that they set out for me. So, what is a pact? A pact basically is like a contract. It's where you and a demon form an agreement where you say, I would like this in this amount of time, and the demon will say, well, in order to get that, you have to do this. They can align you with things that you want, but you have to be in a place to receive it. So I find a lot of the times the work that demons make us do opens up our energies so that we're able to receive the gifts and the guidance and what we've asked for. Energetically, the whole universe exists in different vibrations. If you're not vibrationally compatible to what you've asked for, and you're not in a place where you can vibrationally even accept it, you're not going to get it. You're basically just going to, you might receive it, you might receive the opportunity, but because of where you are vibrationally, you're not able to see it. A lot of times this happens with wealth and abundance pacts. People ask for money, they ask for things, and they don't always get it because they're not in a place vibrationally where they can receive it. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of financial and wealth and abundance spells backfire, I think, is because people, they ask for things and those opportunities come to them, but they just can't receive them. So should you make a pact? Yes. If you feel called to make a pact, you should. A lot of people find the structure of a pact and just having everything laid out is very beneficial to them. So saying, I'd like this, this, and this. They know exactly what they want. It's written out. They've agreed to work with the demon. And then they can start receiving insights and guidance from that demon on that specific pact. This is very beneficial. It focuses the person's attention. It focuses their work. And it really gives them a direction in which to go to. I believe that's one of the biggest benefits of pacts is it gives focus. Because a lot of people don't develop the spiritual foundation of focus. It's not something that's really taught to us, and it's not something that we're really conditioned to do. So having a pact gives structure. It gives structure to your work with the demons, and it gives focus. And that is incredibly beneficial. Not everybody needs pacts, though. Not everybody needs to make these contracts with demons. A lot of times people can just work with them naturally. Like I know I don't really do pacts for myself personally because I find that working with them as I do yields the best results. So if you're not called to do a pact, don't worry about it. Find the way that is best for you in working with demons. Now, how do you make a pact? That's a question I get asked a lot. Well, a pact is basically a contract. So what you want to do is you want to actually lay out the terms of that contract. You want to first lay out what you want. What is the end goal that you want the pact to attain? I find writing this out is super beneficial. And the contracts I have written, I've used specific formats and actually created a document that looks like a contract with all of the information of the pact written in it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to define what you want. It can be anything, but know that there are physical limitations. Like if you ask to sprout wings and be able to fly, that's probably not going to happen. So when you are setting your intention with your pact and setting your goal, stick to something that actually is physically attainable. Like if you want to be a millionaire, that's completely attainable. If you want to, manifest a car, that's attainable. If you want a job, that's attainable. Growing wings and flying, probably not attainable. In the astral maybe, but not in the physical plane. Okay, so once you have specified what you want, you're going to want to connect with the demon. You're going to want to find a demon to pact with on this, a demon who can fulfill that. Like if you have a wealth or financial goal, choose one of the demons who specialize in wealth and abundance, like Mammon, Belphegor, Belial, Clonach, those demons. Don't pick like Aim, who more specializes in creativity to help you with venture capitalist money goals. that would be Mammon who would help you with that. So make sure you do your research on the demons and figure out which demon would be best to pact with to help you with this. Demons have different skills and abilities. They specialize in different things. And so this part is very important. If you pact with a demon who isn't really capable of delivering on what you asked for, you're not going to get good results. You're going to get some results as demons are very powerful, but you're not going to get big results. You really want to make sure that the vibrations of this pact line up. So the first part is setting the vibration of, this is what I want. Then finding the demon who can deliver on that vibration and who can help you to get that. The next part of the pact is what the demon expects of you. And this is the part that a lot of people have a hard time with because a lot of people cannot communicate and they cannot hear them. If you're doing pacts yourself, I really suggest that you develop your spiritual skills, develop communication with them, and be able to actually make a connection with them, be able to actually hear them, and be able to actually receive the guidance from them. Because a lot of times they can just give you things. They can just give you things, but if you can't receive it, it's not going to benefit you. And an example I give of this is, okay, so let's say you wanted more money. You wanted to get more money. Well, let's say an investment opportunity came up for you. And it was a really good investment opportunity. Like, let's say that you had the opportunity to acquire a rental house, but you, first of all, know nothing about rental houses. You know nothing about investing. You know nothing about even buying a house. You don't have, the right credit score. You don't have the right this and that. There are ways to overcome it, but you have to be able to see that that house is there. You have to actually be able to say, hey, that's an investment property. That's a good investment property. The thing is, money-making opportunities are all around us. They are absolutely all around us, and demons can align us with these opportunities, but we have to be able to see them. And if we can't recognize them, if we don't have the knowledge or the wisdom or the experience to be able to see that there's an opportunity there, we're going to miss it. So there's no point in that. They will probably give you smaller things in the beginning that are more energetically aligned with you, which will yield smaller lump sums. So you take those and you build on them. They're also going to give you information to research, and they're going to align you with things that are going to help shift you energetically to the vibration that you need to be. That would be the demon's end of the contract. The demon will guide you, and they will help you get where you need to go. They will help you get to a point where you can receive what you've asked for. That's basically the gist of it. It's just a focused way to work with demons. So when people ask me if they should pact, yes, they should. They're not going to ask you for your soul. They're not going to ask you for your firstborn child, and they're not going to ask you for your pets. They don't work that way. They will probably ask for gifts, like art to be done in their name. I've been asked for art, altars, jewelry to be made for them, like gold, solid gold jewelry to be made for Mammon. I've been asked for things that carry a really high energy vibration that they can work with, different crystals that they want, different things that they like and admire, working with them directly, energetically exchanging with them. There's lots of things that they will ask for that are actually a benefit to them that are not souls and children. That I've never been asked for, not even jokingly. So pacting with them is quite safe so long as you're respectful of them. I honestly believe that the big reason that people have a lot of problems with demons is because they approach them from a place of commanding them and trying to force them, say, you better do this or else I'm going to burn your sigil and put you in a brass vessel and burn you with a blasting rod or blast you with a blasting rod. These will not be in your favor to act like that. In fact, most demons will take that in a very negative light, and they'll probably not be very nice to you. When you approach somebody with respect and appreciation for what they do, the results are vastly phenomenal from when you approach them in a commanding and disrespectful way. Let's take, for example, if you wanted to borrow some money from your father, what would give you better results if you walked up to your dad and you were like, hey, Dad, can I borrow $20? I'd really appreciate it. He might say yes, he might say no. But if you walked up to him and said, yo, old man, give me the money or I'm going to hit you, that wouldn't end well. That wouldn't end well at all. So think about it in terms of this when you're approaching them and working with them. What energies will yield you the best results? What way of approaching them and talking with them will get the best response? It comes from you. It comes from how you work with them. It comes from how you present yourself. It comes from how respectful you are with them. These are all very important things to think about when pacting. So as long as you approach them from a place of respect and appreciating what they're going to help you with, you'll be fine. So, parts of a pact is state your intention and what you want, find the demon that's in energetic alignment with what you want, and then find out what the demon wants from you. Once you have those steps completed, seal the pact, create a timeline in which you'd like this to be completed by. Timeline should be reasonable. And remember that you're going to have to grow through this. You're going to have to grow pacting with them and working with them. To get something that we've never had before, we have to change. We have to change our energies. We have to change our vibrations. Change is not a bad thing. We change all the time. We go to school, we change, we get our, degree, and then we can get a better paying job. Change is good. It's no different than with pacting. You're going to change working with this demon. You're going to change and energetically shift so that you can get what you want. This is basically the gist of pacting with demons. It helps to focus your attention. And if you're called to do it, I fully think you should.